down seasons, when the victory bell is on the line, these two come back around to get this rivalry tuned up. Welcome to historic Nippon Stadium in Cincinnati. It's the Miami University Redhawks and the Cincinnati Bearcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Checking in with the Redhawks head coach before the game. This is a great opportunity for his squad. Bringing a group of 16 into a Big 12 opponent. The crowd is crazy. The teams are excited. But he wants his team to play one play at a time. He believes an upset is totally possible if his guys do their job and be the best version of themselves today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Miami, Ohio's offense will go to work first. The Bearcats got the better of the Redhawks the last time they met, though it was a tight match throughout.
Yeah, the Bearcats made the big plays in the big moments, and that was the difference in this rivalry game. Who can handle those emotions, the adrenaline? Coming in today, which team, Jesse, you think is going to handle that best?
I think it also comes down to the playmakers on both teams. When the game is on the line, who can step up and make the big play to win the game?
Strong, firm tackle. And we've got a man down shaken up on the play. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Referee passes.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Finds his man down the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And the Redhawks will line it up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Keeps it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And you see these so much more in college football now. Decisions on 4th down. Listen, when it's 4th and short, and you got a chance to establish yourself, especially physically at the line of scrimmage, field goals are great, but touchdowns win games. And so this first drive, man, assert yourself, be physical, get this 4th down.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
On the ground, it's Perry. Runs through the tackle. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Might as well give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Offense working from the pistol. Tight end now in motion. Now the play fake. Working that left side now. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They'll go right back to it. Finding some room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. A first down for the offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to move them on the counter. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
The counter play is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Red Hawks will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone is on that side.
The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's French. It's in, completed. He's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Miami, Ohio, ready to get the offense going on this drive. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you.
A 50-50 ball, and he comes down with it. What a tremendous contested catch. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Caught in the backfield, it's Reynolds. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Victory Bell Trophy is the oldest non-conference rivalry in college football. The rivalry itself, based on a township dispute in the early 1800s about income being diverted from Miami to Cincinnati. David, I didn't know that until you told me.
Well, you know, I like to share my notes, Reese, and make you sound smart, but a non-conference rival game is really, really cool. It's unique. It's different. The series is almost 500 after all the meetings suggesting. I'm excited about this one.
And cool traditions in this game, too. You know, the University of Cincinnati, they have a pajama parade the night before the game running through the streets of downtown Cincinnati. I think David Pollock was once spotted there after he got drafted by the Bengals.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. It appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll move the tight end. Looking for room, it's Perry. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football.
There he goes to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. This rivalry dates all the way back to the late 1800s, 1888, and to this day remains one of the most tightly contested rivalries in all of college football.
Pretty amazing, Reese. It's the oldest current non-conference rivalry in college football. And David, I think when you're playing in a game like this that has this much history, it just adds so much pressure, I think, to both teams.
Well, and the coaches were so cool talking about all the history, all the moments. They know them. They know about it. The players know about it. So it's a contested game usually every year. So competitive, fun game to kick back and watch.
Back to throw, it's French. Got his man on the right. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Trying play action. Forced out of the pocket. Finds his big tight end. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Got his man. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the 1st period. They flipped into the field and we're ready to play. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. To the air, it's French. Caught. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Tell you what, as a defensive back, as a defensive player, you know, down here near the goal line, I got to get tight on my guys. I can't give away the easy stuff like that. Too easy near the goal line for that pitch and catch.
To attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Reporting from the Miami University sideline, developing story, guys, their best wide receiver is dealing with a few issues. Very banged up here in this game, but he is battling through it, still on the field, trying to perform for his offense. I'll keep you posted on how he's able to adapt here in the game. Guys?
All right, Holly.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was all me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Redhawks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Cincinnati brings its offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talk about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Looking for a man. It's French. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Henry. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the result of the play will stand. 1st down here for the offense. Might as well stick with him. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him, and it's a sack.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
On the option, and the ball is free on the pitch. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And the Bearcats decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll take it on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun, running back gets to give. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they're not on the same page there. The Redhawks send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He gets a block. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Great coverage, great break on the ball, had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They'll run play action. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete. The Bearcats will send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, hitting them deep in their own territory. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Redhawks offense heads to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Fires to the tight end. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. On the move and looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to...
Got a little grass.
Yeah, and you're seeing the open field running ability by the QB on that play. Nice job being patient, finding and allowing the blocks to set themselves up before he breaks off that long run.
And the Redhawks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Redhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
That's caught. It's Simmons. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
On third down, he drops the throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I really like the third down play here. How are you going to pressure the quarterback? I love the blitz. It fools the offensive line. They get to the quarterback before he has a chance to set his feet, make a nice throw, force him to fourth down.
The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Give to the running back. Slithers into space. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Keeps it on the bootleg. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep two hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal.
Offside.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got...
Turning it on! Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
And on the third play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Looking to pass. It's French. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Bearcats will punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Pulls and fires complete. And the Redhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That false start might prove to be really costly as now they come to the line with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Jenkins. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go right back downfield. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Red Hawks want to crank the tempo. Back to pass on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Under fire. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are on the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Back to pass, it's French. Here comes the heat. And that's a live ball behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that's a couple mistakes already early in this football game, man. 2 fumbles by the QB. You've got to take care of the football. When you drop back, you start to feel pressure. 2 hands on the football. You can't continue to make mistakes like this. The defense capitalizes and recovers the fumble.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The keeper on the option. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody...
Touchdown, Red Hawks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Cincinnati brings its offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Looking to throw, it's French. Right down the middle. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
He'll try to do it himself. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. The Bearcats use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Under fire. He's going to run it. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's third down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning the...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Might be changing the route. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the number 8 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's Kentucky able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course, so how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now back to your game inside Nippert Stadium. So far today, the most dominant player on the field has been that DB. Pass breakups, shutting down one side of the field. He's been a one-man wrecking crew, and he's played a big part in this halftime lead. A lot of football still to be played as these two scratch and claw for the right to claim that victory bell.
And the Redhawks will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Coach Satterfield told me coming out of the locker room, he said he's been talking to his team about ball security. Too many turnovers in the first half. Starting the second half on offense, he said, if we take care of the ball, we'll be just fine. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Hands it off on the counter. Shakes off the defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They feed him again. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Makes the grab on 3rd. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Going with the counter play here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback, it's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush, sometimes it's a 3-man rush, sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front 7, it has been a nightmare for this offense. They've given up sack after sack after sack in this game.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. Miami, Ohio, ready to get the offense going on this drive. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. He'll set up to throw. Here's the pressure. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job on the back end that time, being in position, forcing the incomplete.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big...
Oh, he's got some space. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to...
Makes the catch, and he's free. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
The Red Hawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Got it. Fighting off the defender. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them.
It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He
defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll see what this Red Hawks offense can get done this time. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
A defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Rushes on him. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Come on, defense, what are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Pressure coming. Firing deep. Working the middle. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
The give on the counter. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the up.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
And the Red Hawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's complete to the right. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's second and long. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Jenkins. Could not make his way to the corner.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Here's a little room there. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 40. Oh, they blocked the kick. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Here comes the offense on second down. They fought tooth and nail through three, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. So the final period starts with a second down play. Off play action. He tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete. The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. Not a lot of room to field this one. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. On target. Makes the grab in their space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. He's just winning that matchup in the... They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Looking downfield on first down. The throw, and he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Pocket breaking down. Breaks into the open. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. The Red Hawks look to keep this drive humming. He leaves it with his back. Ran through the contact. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. back to the ground with the running back. Maybe some room here. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Redhawks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Redhawks in a good spot here with second and short. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. The give out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on second down. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Running to Green. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Payne. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
On the run, it's Perry. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Grab behind the line. It's Payne. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
You can see why this running back is on the field on third down. He's a weapon in the passing game. Really nice job by the quarterback. He got through his progressions really, really quickly. Found the running back, just dumped it off, and he was able to make something happen with it, move the chains, keep the offense on the field.
able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Back to pass, it's French. Thrust that arm out. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Hey, man, you're going to have to bring a lot of hats to the party to get this guy down. These big tight ends, they do not go down easy. He's able to make one guy miss, break a tackle, pick up some extra yardage.
On the ground with the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! And they get a little closer here late in the game.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead. Now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the 4th quarter.
And the returner will be brought down. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Maybe a crease. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. And the Redhawks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Oh, they're after him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Gonna take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Redhawks line up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To throw, it's French. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the toss to the left. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And they'll get the ball back, stopping him short of the 1st down.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
The Bearcats use the first of their 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense in press coverage. Shows him the stiff arm. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Timeout called, Cincinnati using it 2nd. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They'll try to run for it. He's got enough for the 1st down, and he might get a few bonus yards if they call that a face mask.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty so important at the college level. And the Redhawks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Now Cincinnati spends its final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Pulls it and runs it again. Touchdown, Redhawks! And they take it in for 6 more points. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's French. It's complete on the right side. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? He wants a big play here late. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Got it behind the line. It's Henry. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He's taking the deep shot. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. The Red Hawks of Miami get to ring the victory bell, and it is sweet, sweet music anytime you take down the Bearcats. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.